Love Against the World doc, Hustle episode.
I remember not getting a call that night for high priority free agent. And I remember just storming out of Kay's apartment, going into the intramural fields. It was dark. And I just sat in the chair and I just started crying because I felt like a failure. Like I did everything I was supposed to. And once again, because of my size, I'm getting cheated. And I remember feeling somebody walk over to me and just pull my chin up like this. And then when I looked up, it was Kadeem. And I remember just my face being with tears, and I just couldn't look. I was like embarrassed. So I was kind of like, fuck. And she said, "Didn't you walk on to come to this school?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "So what makes you think it's gonna be any different with you in the NFL? You're All-American, you walked on. Just go get it." I kid you not, in that moment, it was like, fuck everything. I'm going to prove to everybody that I belong in the NFL. When I didn't get drafted, I could tell people didn't know how to address me. I didn't get calls from my parents. I didn't get calls from my friends. My agent didn't call me, but Kadeem stepped in right there and like gave me a sense of calm. And that lit a fire in me that was just, to this day, when I do stuff, I'm like, I'm not gonna disappoint her.
Well, when Devale went to both to college and to the NFL, and he was away from the entire family, we knew that it was going to be a bit of a challenge. He's always been around his family. For everything, there was always family there. And him going to Detroit, that was a big transition.
This was also my first time being out of state, because remember, I went to Hofstra, which is only 30 minutes from Brooklyn. Kay was with me the whole time. My family was there. I could always see my family and my friends and my girl. Now I'm in Detroit and I don't have anybody close to me. So to say it was difficult would be an understatement. I felt like a fish out of water.
I think the first game we had gone to, and I really saw just how much of a tough time he was having being away from everybody. And it wasn't just, you know, it being a new environment. It was just the family wasn't there to support. And when he went to Detroit, nobody was there. And it was very difficult for us to get there, because first he had to make the team. And then we came out for the first game, and I remember we were in the car going back to his apartment, and I wasn't sure if Devale wasn't gonna be going back home with us in the car, because it wasn't pretty.
It's funny when I think about it, because for some reason I'm always attracted to entrepreneurial hustler spirits, right? True. Dolo, for example, was one of the first people when I first retired and I started my business at Gersh Park. Dolo was a random person there as well. Now we grew up 3 blocks away from each other. He and my brother were close friends. Here I am in the park starting my hustle business, and here goes Dolo starting his.
Yo.
You.
What's good,
my guy? What's up, man?
Go park the car.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome
It's
back.
been what?
The Mecca.
2 years since I've been back here?
Yeah, man.
2 years?
Still
It's
here,
a long
man.
time.
Building.
Long time.
Building.
We first got back together in about 2009, 10-ish. This is what Dolo said he wanted to do. Like I said I wanted to do TV film. He's like, yo, I want my own spot, my own private place where I could take my clients and train my stuff. And it's crazy to come back here 10 years later and like we put work in together to each have our own dream, and to watch it from like my boys is like amazing. You know, like this was all just thoughts.
I ain't want nothing else. I just wanted to own my gym and keep eating food, because I be hungry.
So you do be hungry all the time.
So when I think about Love Against the World, it's not just about us two. Mm-hmm. Love encompasses everyone. Mm-hmm. Everybody that's in your circle, and it's always your circle against the world. And during that time when I was in my hustler spirit, Dolo was that partner for me.
He was.
Yeah, we was working, we was trying to work. trying, scraping 2 nickels together and trying to make 10 cents out of it. I had 2 clients. He had 2 or 3 youngsters. And we were just trying to get everything off the ground. And we say, yo, we could build something. How often you come here? Every day. How often you come here? Every day. All right, I'm working on something. You trying to get together? I'm like, well, I ain't doing nothing. I got 2 people. Of course. And from there on, we started getting together, just talking about training, business. We put together E-Pro, me, Devale, and Brian. And then from there, we just started building. We started from 2, 3 kids into hundreds. Put hundreds of kids into school, mentorship program.
Joining me are the Ellis brothers, and we are continuing with our conversation. Now we are talking about offense, right? We went over, next up is Ricky Joseph.
Yeah, Ricky Joseph, very, very smart quarterback. I had an opportunity to coach this kid in a 7-on-7 passing camp last summer, and this is a kid that can make all the throws, very smart, knows how to dissect the defense. His coaching staff did a very good job with him. Previous years, he played AYF for the Renegades. They run all the checks and stuff from young, so he was good with reading the seams, getting the ball to those guys, and it was
audibilizing at the line also.
Everything. He can do it all. Like he can do all at the quarterback position. The only knock on him is he's only 5'10", so he probably won't get an opportunity at the college level unless someone takes a chance on him. But if they did, they would be very surprised.
Right.
I'll give you guys some insight on hustling. Right, hustlers don't just wake up one morning and say, I'm gonna be in the NFL, and then just go be in the NFL. Everything starts with a plan, right? And the plans typically take a long amount of time, right? So you don't just say, I'm gonna be in the NFL. You start with, I'm gonna be the best football player I can be on my high school team. I'm gonna earn a scholarship. And then you do that. Mm-hmm. Then you get to college, and you have a plan in college, which will ultimately lead to you being in the NFL. When I was in my hustle mode, one thing I could tell you about Kadeen, she would sit there, and when I would make a plan, all she would ever say is, how we gonna do it? This is the plan. This is the plan, babe. And she'd be, okay, well, how we gonna do that? And that hustler spirit has been how these 2 kindred spirits have been able to just work together towards everything we want. But for both of us individually,
yes,
and for us collectively.
I think that's the great thing when you think about love against the world. Think about like the goal against the world, right? Whatever that goal is in that moment, it's knowing that you have a sounding board, you have a partner, you have someone who may not know as much about a certain area of that goal or how to attain it, but this person's gonna give you some sound advice. Whatever that looks like for you, it may be your person, it may be a friend. Being able to have a support system through the plan to help you kind of see a little bit clearer how to get there is everything. It's everything. And it gives you the motivation to want to even hustle more. No dream sounds too crazy because he's come up with some crazy ass shit.
Yo, let me tell you.
And I'm just like, there's no way that happens.
Everything you've seen from us from the time we were 18 to now was planned.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised to see where D and K is right now. Just when you've seen it from the beginning and you see someone's drive and you know how bad they want something, even as outlandish as the talks were, because when he talked about it, yo, I want to run my own network and own my own TV show. I want to have my own content. So I'd be in the pack, I'm on the computer. Devale walks in. I close the door. What's up, bro? Yo, man, I can't take this shit. I can't do it. Advice that I can give him: I've never been married. I don't got no kids. I'm not a really girlfriend guy, so I don't know a lot about relationships, but I know about women, life, and just real shit. So I can always give sound advice. But someone running up the credit card bill, 25, 30, 50K, I can't do that shit. I don't know about that right there. I don't know about that. I don't know. No.
We used to go into that office and y'all hear how he talks in circles. Like Josh asked him a direct question. I forgot what the question was because Dolo started talking about something completely different.
I think he got back to the point eventually.
He did. I don't remember. I fell asleep. No,
that's
I was
the West
there.
Indian man for
I
you.
did.
He gonna tell you a couple stories before he gets back to the point.
But the funny thing is that's Dolo. We used to sit in that office and he would do the same thing. I would sit there and tell him I was upset at you about something, and he would sit back in his chair and he'd go, let me tell you something. Then whatever he told me had nothing to do with what I asked him about.
Thank you, Doughboy. That was his way of deflecting. Because Dolo wasn't trying to get involved. Dolo didn't want no work with me either. And he was also trying to have my back. You know what I mean? And he probably was trying to tell you, long story short, but that whatever you was bitching about wasn't that big of a deal anyway, sir. Laugh it off.
That's what you told yourself?
Thank you, Doughboy.
That's what you told yourself, huh?
We here. It's the Jamaican Connection. You know what I'm saying?
It is. They do have a Jamaican connection. I love it. You seen her picture on the wall. My man is about to kill me in these workouts.
That's what we do. Gotta eat an apple first.
Energy.
I hate Dolo.
Walk around with a bag of
Cause he just be mad happy to just kick people ass. He just be kicking people ass and happy and smiling.
All the time.
That's what I do, man. That's what I do.
I want to be like y'all when I grow up.
Do you really?
When it comes to working out, yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you don't want to be bald like me.
No, I don't want to
Stress
be
of
bald.
life, man.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
on my way there too, man. I'm stressed out.
Stress of life.
Marriage stresses me
I
out.
knew he was gonna say that. You're so.
Ever since I met you, my head just
Well,
started
he ain't
coming
married,
out.
and what happened?
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
That's your mom's,
He
B.
ain't married.
That's your mom's.
Stress, man.
Absolutely
You know
not.
what it is? You stress with one girl, I'm stressing with two.
Oh.
We can fast forward to your final season with the Lions.
I gotta wake Kadeen up here in about 10 minutes. So my final season with the Lions, I come back off of injury. I was healthy. Going into my third season in Detroit, it was well known that I was the most explosive punt returner, kick returner. I was fast. I knew everything. So it was like, man, that's gonna be a spot for Devale right there, that fifth receiver spot. And I was killing all the preseason. I was doing my thing, man. I led the team in receiving yards in the third receiving game, punt return, kick return yards. The third preseason game is the dress rehearsal for the season. I ended up starting that game at slot. And I felt confident that this was going to be the year that I was going to be able to jump on the scene and show people what I can do the entire season. And going into, after the last preseason game, I get a phone call, hey Devale, we want you to come in. Coach wants to talk to you. At first I was like, nah, they're not cutting me because I started in the third preseason game. You don't cut guys who start the third preseason game. So I said, they're probably bringing me in to tell me some moves they want to make or see if I'm interested in changing some things around. So I'm like saying to myself, like, there's no way I'm getting cut. I get there and I get cut.
He was tired of his livelihood being in someone else's hand and it being out of his control.
The cookie house.
So first of all, we at KP. You cannot come to KP without going to the cookie house.
It's a King's Plaza must. I used to get $2 worth. How much
Everybody
used
used to always get $2 worth, yo. My mother used to
$2
get
worth
half a
chocolate chip.
pound. A half a pound of cookies, bring it home because she had mad kids.
Uh-huh.
But damn, that shit man loud. This typical King's Plaza is noise for no reason.
Right, like bro, fix your cart.
And he going right to the cookie house. But nah, right to the cookie house. I've never seen nobody dance for no cookies like that.
I got my cookies.
What is wrong with you?
My cookies. Hey.
You gonna share?
No.
Look, greedy and stingy, punk.
So this is where I came to. The mat counter was actually over here, right? And this is where I came to that day when I took my engagement ring off at home, got in my all black, beat my face, and came down looking for a job. Here at King's Plaza, they gave me a part-time position. I'll never forget, Kianda was my manager at the time, Esme.
I remember them.
Yeah, I was an 18-hour artist at first, and I was like, listen, if I can just get my foot in the door coming from Michigan at Mac, if I can just like get my foot in the door here, as a part-time artist, I'm just gonna prove that I can become full-time. And within 6 months,
Bam.
I was
Full-time,
full-time, I was a
making
key
money.
holder, I was making some money, finally got some health insurance. So I felt like that was just something that I did that we needed in that moment. And it made me feel so good because I feel like that took a little bit off of your plate.
That was the moment where I was like, yo, I got me a rider. Imagine going around with no health insurance, having a wife pregnant, and then had the baby, bro.
That shit was crazy. But, I mean, we did it. We did it. And I learned so much about the business. So that way I was able to then eventually just say, you know what? I'm not going to be in here punching a clock.
Yeah.
I'm going to start my own little makeup business. I started doing weddings, photo shoots. Josh and I worked together a lot, too, on weddings. It was just, it was a great camaraderie that I built in the wedding industry that gave me that clientele. And it was just like referral after that point. But I still stayed in the store. So I had some freelance experience, had that freelance money. I could stay on top of the artistry side of things because I wanted to continue to just, you know, be a better artist and give full service to my clients. So we did that. I'll always be a Mac girl.
My dog, yo.
Bro.
And she taking their perfume. You wanna know why? They how to shut us down, but you can't shut us down. We do what we wanna do anyway, and we out of here, baby.
So this was the exit I used to come out of when I was finished my shift at Mac Macy's.
Where would I be parked?
And you'd be parked right up right here.
Right
he
there.
didn't care if he blocked the bus stop, none of that. He'd be right here.
I was like, yo, Kay, come on. Kay, come on.
So he flagged me down, I'd jump in, and usually we head down this way straight back to Canarsie because either Jackson was there or you were going to the gym. Something was happening. Right down there on Flatbush, I used to take that B44 bus from the apartment, U-turn right in front, and yeah, that's so many days like this. So many days, so many nights, like.
So many nights. Remember when we used to close?
Closing shifts, holiday seasons, being in here at Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving Day at like 9 p.m. That's when they started pushing back the opening time for Black Friday and making it earlier. It was just insane. It was insane, but we did it, bruh. King's Plaza. Everything's so different now. Different but the same.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Different but the same.
When you have a goal or there's something that you're planning to do, I think the strength in that sometimes is knowing where your weaknesses lie and knowing when you need to outsource and when you need to pool around resources to help you achieve that goal. The saying goes, I only know what I don't know, or something of the fact.
What saying is that?
How does the saying go?
The saying goes,
I know what I don't know.
I'm smart enough to know what I don't know. And I do know that I don't know everything. That's
right. Was that the saying you said?
Yes,
I know I heard it. He made it up. That's
I made it up. That's how I know what the saying
wise Devale said. So when you're smart enough to know what you don't know, that's when you look to outside resources to be able to help you achieve that goal.
Yes.
Because you only know what you can do best. And when you don't have that, how do you then reach the goal? You find somebody else who can do it.
We built a camaraderie around each other where he supported my dreams so I could support his dreams. Everything we did during that time was for our own dreams, but we did it collectively. Like, I remember there was days where, and here's the crazy part, no one else would do this unless you can do this with your friends. I had a whole bunch of clients lined up. I get a call back. He like, yo, just take them, I got them. And I'm like, well, what about your clients? He said, I'll fit them all in. So I was like, yo, I'll give you 50% of everything. He was like, man, just go do your thing and we'll figure it out later. He wasn't worried about money. He just wanted to see his boy go do what he wanted to do. Then I come back and I said, how much, how many? He was like, don't worry about it. Like, just go. And then that became a thing where anytime I had a dream that needed to be supported, if Dolo wasn't the one that could help me get there, we would call Rick.
Rick would
jump in and help. Like, we had a team that we all wanted to do our own thing.
Yeah.
And then
you can't get up the mountaintop with some help.
Yeah.
You can't get up there without some help.
Without help, yeah.
You can't. And we let it build. We let it build, never look back. That's it.
Detail, eyes up. Eyes up. Where should we be looking? Straight ahead. Nobody look anywhere else, looking straight ahead. Keep your eyes up. Coming down. Set. Hold. Shoulder lines, let's go. Quick, let's go, let's go, let's go. Quick.
Stay low, Ed, stay low.
Where should you be? Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. You can't see what you can't hit. When I say hit, you run into the stairs. Keep going, let's go. Ready? Hit, let's go to the stairs, let's go.
Son, anybody who really a Brooklyn head know that this used to be called Patigate, used to be called Plex.
Yes.
Now it's called Brooklyn Lifestyle Athletic Club, BKLA. But yo, you know how many days I would pull up here first thing in the morning, about 6, 7 o'clock, take my first clients from 6 to 9, go back home, take a nap, pick Jackson up from school, or drop him to school, come here, take my clients, come back, pick him up from school, come back over here after taking my little nap and be here from about 3 p.m. to 10 o'clock.
So many nights that Jackson would be at either my parents' house or your parents' house. Devale would be like, yo, I'll be ready in 15 minutes. I'd come, I'd sit here, 15 minutes turn into 30 minutes, into 45 minutes, into an hour, and I'd be here in this parking lot, frustrated.
Mad.
Jackson in his car seat, laundry, groceries, at least about 2, 3 kids from the program who we had to drop home or take to our house, then make dinner, then try to get ready for bed, get ready for school, and then he wanted ass at the end of all of that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Bruh.
Her way of getting me out the car was 2 things. She'd be like, Devale, I got milk in the car, or Devale, if you try and fuck, you need to come outside.
Period.
Now, because I'm tired.
Energy is at an all-time low.
That would get me out the office immediately.
Stat.
Immediately.
Stat.
Remember how we talked about who is late or who makes who late? Well, here we are. Me and Cairo are here waiting for Devale at the gym. He was like, oh, babe, I'm gonna have an early night tonight. I'm gonna be done at like 9 o'clock. I don't have my 9 o'clock clients, so we could be out. We could go home, shower, put Cairo to bed, watch a movie. Jackson is at his uncle's house tonight, you know, spend some time together. Here we are. Nice of you to join the party. Nice of you to join the party. What time did I say? What time did I say? What time is it now? 9:43. 9:43.
You got the baby in the back crying.
I got the baby in the back crying. That's because you take so goddamn long. How you gonna give me a time to be ready
my
for?
bad for making money.
How you gonna give me a time to be ready
You
for?
want this money I got or no?
How much money is it?
Exactly. That's what I thought.
All right. Well, maybe you should go in the back.
Farnsworth. Pull off Farnsworth.
Maybe you should go in the back and calm down your son. We only been waiting out here about 35, 45 minutes.
If you would drive.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted the people to know that we were here and we were on time.
Let's see what's inside here now.
We ain't been so long, I don't even know what's here anymore.
Facts.
After you, my lady.
Thank you, darling.
Yes.
My lord. Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you my office. But they moved this around. No, this is my office right here.
Yeah, this is the office here.
Still got the Biggie poster.
Is it still up?
Still got the Biggie poster.
Oh, I need it in my house. I'm about to take that shit.
So these walls was red. This Biggie poster wasn't here. I had a whole bunch of football players up here like how Dolo has in his spot.
Yep. I used to sit here and take payments.
Yeah.
Any parents come shoot the shit with me. You know, I was responsible, I think, very much for customer retention. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You come in here, chat with the parents, you know what I'm saying? Talk
she
about
got the
these
moms
kids.
to join Married to the Gym.
Yep.
She was just like, you trying to get in shape? We get you in shape too. So she would be in here signing up memberships and stuff like that. And then the moms would be here and they'd be like, oh, you in shape? They say, y'all work out with Devale, we work out together. We got our own things. We do our boot camps and stuff. So she would always be good at doing sales, and she was good at it from Mac.
Lasso them in, you know what I'm saying? The package deal, the kids, the parents, everybody. So
I love you, yo.
It was good.
On this episode of Married to the Gym, we call this 60-degree weather in February. Spring is right around the corner. Summer's a little bit in the distance. We got a packed house and Married to the Gym. How you feel, baby? Good. You love it? Love it. You see that? Married to the Gym, baby. That's how we get it in. Married to the gym, baby. You getting this work in. What are you doing at home? Eating.
We trained over 400 athletes in this floor and upstairs. Come follow me. I'll show you.
This is your other office up here.
Oh yeah, this was our other office.
Yeah.
When we first came.
The second office.
How are you? Long
Hello.
time no see. It's been about 4 years.
I know.
It's been about 4 years. How are you?
I'm fine.
Doing all right? Doing well. Can't complain. Grinding.
We're still here.
I see you.
Still here.
I see getting that working.
That's
getting
good.
that working.
That's good.
Thank you, Doc.
Yes. This is.
It's closed.
closed.
This is our office. That still look like your handwriting up there.
That might be still. My handwriting is definitely upstairs.
Yeah, I think that really is your handwriting, no? It literally looks like it.
Run a mile, Kay. Run a mile.
Yeah, nah.
You see Ziamara getting the work in. Dolo, what are you doing to her?
Keeping her alive.
Woo! Woo! I see you. I see you, Ziamara. I see you. I'm next. Not really. 2 years. Oh, yeah. Ooh, you got word? Ooh.
But this place for me is also a very big turning point in our lives, I feel like.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
pivotal here because it was in this moment, in this space where Devale was just like, yo, acting is starting to kind of pick up.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to make that move.
Yeah.
And we felt like we would be remiss if we did not at least try to make the move to LA to start a life out there, or to at least see what it was like to be a part of the industry and just network and rub shoulders and attend events and meet people who would potentially be able to propel us into more acting gigs. Yeah. And we left here, essentially here and Brooklyn behind.
It hurt.
And then we
And to be
moved.
honest, coming back here hurts a little bit because when you leave a place and you're like, I don't want to abandon a place, and you think the place is going to be okay, and then you come back and it's literally the same way you left it.
Same way you left it.
All of these words that we put up here, that was us. You know, we were at Aviator, we felt stuck. Then we came here and we blew up.
Yeah.
You know, we went from 200 clients to over 700 clients at one point. We had 6 different programs going at one point, and we finally had a building we can call our own. This was the building that Dolo and I invested in, and ended up getting part ownership of the basketball courts downstairs to also bring in additional revenue. So once again, when it comes to love against the world, it was like we loved on each other through all of that adversity to kind of build what you see now. And this is just another example of it. You know?
Yeah.
Look, check this out. I just want to point this out. This is called the line of reality, right? So I used to tell all of my kids, the average height of a Division I athlete is 6'1" and 5/8". So that's close to 6'2", right? 6'1" and 5'8", that's close to 6'2". So if you don't fit at this line, you're already at a deficit. So this is the line of reality. All of you kids who feel like, oh, I'm gonna be a Division I athlete, this is how tall the average person is. So if you're not this tall, you gotta be bigger, you gotta be stronger, you gotta be faster, you gotta be smarter, you gotta work harder than everybody else, because if this is the line of reality, most people like me don't fit there. So if you don't fit there, you have to find other ways to make yourself that more stronger, that much more appetizing, so that you can receive opportunities. And it wasn't only for the kids, it was also for me. Like I come here every day and it was a reminder that I was below the line of reality. but I don't think about reality. I'm a dreamer. Reality don't exist.
So when I think about love against the world, it's not just about us two. Love encompasses everyone. Everybody that's in your circle, and it's always your circle against the world.